Everyone is telling you to buy a house. Your parents, your friends, your coworkers, social media. And I get it. Homeownership is the American dream. But nobody is showing you the actual math. And when I ran the real numbers for 2026, with a 6.3% mortgage rate, a $420,000 median home price, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, PMI, and closing costs, what I found genuinely shocked me. Buying a house in 2026 might be one of the most expensive financial decisions you can make right now. Not because houses are bad investments, but because the timing and math make renting smarter for more people than you think. Today, I'm showing you every single number. No real estate agent spin, no mortgage broker sales pitch, just the honest math. Let me give you the current snapshot of the 2026 housing market. Median home price in 2026, $419,000 to $427,000, up 4% from last year. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate as of May 2026, 6.30%. This is better than the 7% peak of 2023, but still dramatically higher than the 2.9% rates of 2021. Existing home sales declined 3.6% in March 2026 from the previous month. Buyers are sitting on the sidelines. NAR's chief economist Lawrence Yun just revised his 2026 forecast down from 14% growth to just 4% growth. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Mortgage rates were supposed to drop to 6% by now. That didn't happen. The Iran war pushed inflation back up. Rates are stubbornly staying at 6.3% to 6.5%, and most experts say they won't hit 5% in 2026. This is the market you're walking into if you buy right now. Now let's do the math that nobody shows you. Let's say you buy a $420,000 home in 2026. Standard 20% down payment, that's $84,000 in cash up front. Your loan amount, $336,000. At 6.3% for 30 years, your monthly mortgage payment, principal and interest only, is $2,085 per month. But here's where it gets real. Add property taxes. National average 1.1%, that's $385 per month. Homeowners insurance, average $150 per month. Maintenance and repairs. The 1% rule says budget 1% of home value per year, that's $350 per month. HOA fees, if applicable, average $250 per month. Total monthly cost of owning, $3,220 per month. And that's if you put 20% down. If you put 10% down, add PMI of approximately $180 per month. Now your total, $3,400 per month. Plus closing costs of 2 to 5% of the purchase price, that's another $8,400 to $21,000 upfront, in addition to your down payment. So the real cost of buying this home, $92,400 to $105,000 in cash upfront, plus $3,220 to $3,400 per month ongoing. Now here's the part that will genuinely make your jaw drop. How much of your mortgage payment actually goes toward owning the house, and how much goes straight to the bank as interest? In your first year of a 30-year mortgage at 6.3% on a $336,000 loan, you pay approximately $25,020 in total mortgage payments. How much reduces your actual debt? Just $4,800. And how much goes to the bank as pure interest? $20,220. You paid $25,020. You own $4,800 more of your house. The bank got $20,220. Every single month for the first several years, the majority of your payment is interest, not equity. By the end of year 5, you've paid approximately $125,000 in mortgage payments. Your loan balance has only dropped from $336,000 to approximately $311,000. You've reduced your debt by just $25,000 and paid $100,000 in interest. This is the math that mortgage brokers never walk you through, because if they did, many buyers would pause. Now let's do the rent versus buy comparison that financial advisors actually use. You're deciding between buying that $420,000 home at $3,220 per month all in, or renting a comfortable home for $2,100 per month. The difference? $1,120 per month. What if you invested that $1,120 difference every month into an S&P 500 index fund instead? At the historical 10.66% annual return, in 10 years, that $1,120 per month becomes approximately $230,000. Now let's look at the homebuyer's position after 10 years. Home appreciates at the predicted 4% annually. Home is now worth $621,000. They've built approximately $115,000 in equity from payments plus appreciation. But subtract what they paid in interest, approximately $200,000 over 10 years. Subtract maintenance costs, approximately $42,000. Subtract property taxes, approximately $46,200. Subtract insurance, $18,000. Total cost of ownership over 10 years, excluding down payment, approximately $306,200, and they've gained $115,000 in equity. Net position, negative $191,200, plus they had $84,000 tied up in a down payment that didn't grow. The renter who invested the difference, they have $230,000 in liquid investments, plus their $84,000 down payment, also invested, grew to approximately $233,000. Renter's total investment portfolio, $463,000, versus the homebuyer's equity position of $115,000. In this scenario, over 10 years, the renter wins by $348,000. This is the math nobody shows you. Now let me go through the hidden costs of homeownership that most first-time buyers completely ignore. Hidden cost 1. Maintenance is not optional. The 1% rule says budget 1% of your home value per year for maintenance. On a $420,000 home, that's $4,200 per year, $350 per month. And that's conservative. HVAC replacement, $5,000 to $12,000. Roof replacement, $8,000 to $20,000. Water heater, $1,500. Plumbing emergencies, $500 to $5,000. These costs don't ask for permission, they just arrive. Hidden cost 2. Transaction costs are brutal. Buying costs 2 to 5%, selling costs 5 to 6% in agent commissions alone. If you buy and sell within 3 years, you need roughly 10% appreciation just to break even. Hidden cost 3. Opportunity cost of the down payment. Your $84,000 down payment invested in the S&P 500 at historical returns becomes $233,000 in 10 years. Tied up in a house, it generates returns only through appreciation, which in 2026 is forecast at just 4%. Hidden cost 4. The lock-in effect. Owning a home reduces your flexibility to move for better jobs, lower-cost cities, or life changes. That reduced flexibility has a real but unmeasurable financial cost. Now, I want to be very clear. I am not saying never buy a house. I'm saying don't buy a house in 2026 without doing this math first. There are specific situations where buying absolutely makes sense. Situation 1. You're staying for 7+ years. Open Doors research confirms if you're staying 5 or more years, buying almost always wins financially. The math I showed earlier assumes 10 years. If you're there for 20 years, the math flips significantly in the buyer's favor. Situation 2. Your total housing costs stay below 28% of gross monthly income. If you earn $12,000 per month gross and your all-in housing cost is under $3,360, buying can work. But if buying stretches you beyond 30%, you're in dangerous territory. Situation 3. You have a 20% down payment, plus 6 months emergency fund, plus closing costs, without depleting everything. If buying leaves you with no financial cushion, that's when houses become financial traps. Situation 4. You're buying in a lower-cost market. A $250,000 home at 6.3% looks completely different mathematically than a $750,000 home. And here's something crucial. The rent versus buy math is completely different city by city.
In San Francisco or New York, a 6.3% mortgage on a $900,000 home creates a $5,000 to $6,000 monthly payment. Renting a comparable place might cost $3,500. The gap is enormous. Buying makes almost zero mathematical sense unless you're staying 15+ years. In Texas, Tennessee, or Ohio, a $250,000 home at 6.3% has a total monthly cost of around $1,800. Comparable rents might be $1,600. The gap is tiny. Buying starts making more sense sooner. In markets where prices have already risen 50 to 80% since 2020, like Austin, Phoenix, or Miami, the math heavily favors renting right now. In markets where prices are still moderate, the math shifts. Location is everything in this calculation. Before you decide, run your local numbers, not the national averages.
Now, what should you do? 4 specific moves. Move 1. Build your down payment aggressively in a high-yield savings account earning 4.5%. Not under your mattress, not in a regular savings account paying 0.01%, in a high-yield account actually growing. Move 2. Invest the difference between what you'd pay in rent versus mortgage into a Roth IRA and index funds. This builds real wealth while you wait. Move 3. Watch for mortgage rate dips. Experts say if rates drop to 5.5% or below, the math shifts meaningfully. Set a rate alert and be ready to act quickly. Move 4. Target a 20% down payment on a home in your specific market where total housing costs stay below 28% of your income. Not 30%, not 35%, 28%. When all 4 of those conditions align, buy confidently. Until then, the math says wait.
Here's the bottom line. Home ownership is not automatically a good investment. In 2026, with 6.3% mortgage rates, $420,000 median prices, and massive hidden costs, the math for many buyers simply does not add up. For some people, in some markets, buying makes complete sense. For others, especially in high-cost cities with plans to move within 5 years, renting and investing the difference is mathematically superior. The key is doing your math, not your parents' math from 1985, not your coworkers' math from 2021. Your math for your income, your city, your timeline. Subscribe because next week we're doing the rent versus buy calculator live, showing you exactly how to run these numbers for your specific situation, city by city, income by income. You don't want to miss that one.